What we just witnessed wasn't a military strike. This was a decapitation. Israel just took out Iran's top generals, their top nuclear scientists, and the IRGC commanders. They're all gone. And the regime's command structure is fractured. And right now the regime is collapsing from the top down. Israel just pulled off one of the most dynamic military operations in the modern era of warfare. And I think what we're going to see over the next couple of days is they're either going to come to the table and they're going to sit down with the president, with President Trump, or Israel's going to continue to collapse whatever's left in the hopes of possibly sparking some type of regime uprising. Let the flames hit, let the women take to the streets. Everybody in Iran is fed up with this regime, and Israel might have just sparked the seed. Let's see what happens here. This was serious.
And he's talking kind of white flag stuff here, Rabbi. I mean, it just seems like, you know, maybe if we can just go in there, we can take off the head of the snake and we can keep going. Maybe it's Iran saying, enough, we want to negotiate.
Iran would love to negotiate just to keep themselves in power. We were talking before between ourselves. There's a little window. If the people of Iran just pick themselves up and say, enough is enough, and they go in the streets, you got to realize something. We're talking about millions of people. They have an opportunity, and they've tried in the past, but nobody was really helping them. Oh, we're bombing them from all sides. We're taking away a lot of the infrastructure to go hit back the people. I personally pray for peace in the Middle East every day. I'll say Shalom B'Rahma. I say it all the time. But what I really wanted to say is that I don't want anybody in Tehran dying. I don't want these little kids that you're showing from time to time, they're sitting in blood. But I'd love these little kids to run to their leaders and say, get out of here. Get out of here. Our life is so much better without you. Unfortunately, evil, when it gets into people in the name of religion, is a fanaticism that is a cancer. And what you're watching Israel doing tonight is chemotherapy on that cancer and saying, we got to get rid of the cancer. And maybe Iran will rise and be free one day.
Is he right?
You know, I think history has shown that there will be pressure on Israel to back off, to cease fire. Again, they're going to say diplomacy this, diplomacy that. There is, like Rabbi said, a small window where the Iranian people can take advantage of this moment to collapse this paper regime. Because history has shown that the world is going to put pressure on Israel to back off and say, okay, you did what you needed to do, now back off, let's go back to the negotiating table. There is no negotiating with people who say death to Israel, death to America. What are you supposed to do, meet them in the middle? How do you meet somebody in the middle that wishes and openly claims without holding back that they want you dead? There is no negotiating with that kind of regime. The Iranian people have had it. The Israeli people have had it. The only way to permanent peace in the Middle East is to topple this regime.
Yeah, and not surprisingly, Steve Harrigan, the UN Secretary General issued a statement condemning any military escalation in the Middle East, particularly concerned by Israel attacks on nuclear installations in Iran.